Hello, 大家好. Okay, so I think today I will be conversing in English. So welcome all to our first lucky draw. So actually the purpose of today's session, right, is actually to clarify any questions that you might have, as well as also to share more about what product that you all will be actually winning if you all actually do win. So the session for today, right, it will be about 15 to 30 minutes depending on the questions that we have. Currently, how many people do we have signing up? 0, right? Oh, we have 7 people. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so I think for today, maybe before I start, so what we will do is I'll do a brief introduction of our company. So for some of you all who have actually Googled us, right, Intersurface and Porousway actually are the same company. But the difference is that Intersurface is actually focused more on business to business. So what we do is like running tracks, playgrounds, you know, the kind of soft rubber, basketball court. Yeah, so these are some of the things we do. Whereas for Porousway is actually more towards the consumer market, which is direct to homeowners. So how do we sign up for the draw? I think some of you all have already signed up. I think based on what I saw yesterday, there were about 7 sign-ups. So how do you actually sign up? Is what you can do is just to like our Facebook page. Then you can actually comment in the section, I want to win this, and also to tag 2 friends. So the purpose of I want to win this, right, is actually, back then there was a joke lah. So we went to check for the Feng Shui master. So they actually say that if you say that I want to win this, that will actually increase your chances of winning by 50%. So that's the reason, that's why we actually use the tagline. Then after you tag, then you just share the post as a public post on your page, and that will be enough. Okay? So what is the price? So the price, right, is actually our in-house product. So that one would actually be the pebble flooring that if you were to come down to our showroom, you can actually get to see lah. So actually this live event is actually done live in our showroom. So this that my colleague is helping me, Ying Jie, what she's actually showing you, right, is actually the epoxy pebble flooring that you will win. So the range of colors that we do have is actually these 10 colors over here, but some of the colors are actually sold out or discontinued. So for more information, that one you can come down to our showroom, or you can actually write to us to inquire. Okay? So we also do have other things that that is not part of the gift, but you can add on. These are the floor traps. So let's say, for instance, you win the toilet, right? But then your floor trap look very ugly, right? You can also change to either the stainless steel or the pebble infused floor trap. So these are some of the things to add on. Okay, so I think what I will do now also is to elaborate more about the price. So what you'll be winning, right, is that epoxy pebble floor, but how is it being laid over your surface? So imagine this one is actually your current tile. What we'll be doing is we'll be laying this on top of your existing tile. So there will not be any hacking involved. So this thickness will be laid about 3 to 5 mm thick. So for some of those toilets, then you just need to help me check whether you got clearance or not. But anyway, to be I feel is just sign up first. Even if you all cannot do, you can nominate others, or you can forfeit that if you want. Then so this one will be done done over your existing tile. Currently, got any other questions? So this one covered. Okay. So one question would also be like, who usually installs such a flooring? So the flooring is actually, normally there are usually 2 types of people who usually install this floor. So the first one is actually those people who are concerned with anti-slip. So for those who have anti-slip, so for those who have young children, normally they would want to do this, or they have elderlies. So we do have a lot of, you're very distracting. So we have a lot of people who actually do it for their parents, for their elderly parents lah. Another group of customers that actually form the main bulk of our customers are actually customers who have discolored tiles. So once they have discolored tiles, they want to look for a fast and cheap option. So they actually come over to us to actually do the flooring. There is also one upcoming trend that we do notice lah, of customers who actually come to us, is customers who want a groutless floor. So once we actually do the pebble overlay, as you can see from the showroom, all your grouts all will be covered. So that will make cleaning and maintenance to be much easier. So after keep saying so many good things about the pebble floor, so what is the limitations? So actually, there is actually one limitation that I think we will have to be honest. So one of the limitations of this pebble floor is that although the anti-slip can last forever, but one of the things is that it takes longer to dry. So as compared to normal tiles, which takes maybe about 8 to 10 hours depending on the condition of your toilet to fully dry, this one may take about 20% longer time. So maybe about additional 2 to 3 hours to dry. But if you're okay with it, then that would definitely be a good product for you, especially if you have discolored tiles So is there questions from the public about what? I think I addressed the questions first. Oh, any hidden costs So any hidden cost if I were to win this. So for this, right, actually you can be rest assured that there'll be no hidden cost. The purpose we actually run this promotion, right, is actually to really just give the price out debt freely. So those hidden costs is only unless if you want to have other add-on services. But other than that, there will be no questions. Is this a free entry? Then yes. So for this, participation is actually free. So you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to pay anything, and then you can actually win the prize already. You don't have to pay. Yeah, if you kena lah. Okay, so now I think we'll move on to the third part. So that would be where we have. So actually, over the past few days, since the day we actually launched this, there have been some questions. Mostly is actually what I heard from my colleagues who actually shared with me is the auntie who call in. Then they speak Chinese. So some of those explanations also I may have to do it in Chinese so that they can actually better understand. So actually, the first question that was being asked is this draw really happening? I think, so the auntie's words was like, 这个是不是骗人的？是不是 scam 来的? So I think that was one of the question we received, and I think we can definitely assure you that this is not a scam. Imagine if I were to broadcast this live and it's still a scam in Singapore's context, then I would definitely put myself into big trouble. So you can be rest assured that this is not a scam. So the reason why we actually run this promotional campaign is there are different companies that have different marketing tactics So some of them, they will give either promotional items or they will give discounts. Or some of them, they will just spend a lot on advertising and just broadcast to all your social media platforms to try to connect to you. But for us, we do feel that the pebble flooring is actually a good product, and we actually do feel that word of mouth is also something that we do believe in. So we try to merge a good product as well as the word of mouth, and then we came up with this idea of giving away free toilet in exchange. Then you all help us to spread the word So that is to address, is this draw really happening? So is this draw safe or not? So this was another question. It's like customers maybe, or at least participants may be worried like, will you take too much of my personal information? What happened? You all can stalk me or whatever. So you think of it as what you all need to do is just to like, share, and comment. There is no personal information involved. The only time where it is involved is when you are the winner. Then we have to get your address because we have to go down to do the installation. That is the only time where we get your personal information. Yep. Then another question that we receive also is, if I were to tag more people, will I get more chance? So this one is actually to ensure fairness, right? Even if you tag 4 people, you only have 1 chance. 6 people also still 1 chance. So you can tag more people to spread the word, but ultimately also you'll be only eligible for 1 chance. Then another question is, this one a bit hard. So will there be any upcoming draws? So this one I have to check with my boss because I'm just a takong zai. I cannot make decisions, but I think what you all can do also is if there are other things that you all would like to win, you all can see from our website what are the products we offer. If there are things that you all like to win or things that you are interested in, you all can actually include in the comment section, or you all can private message us like, hey, can you put this in the lucky draw or run for another draw? Now, these are some of the things that you all can propose that we all can see whether we can accede to it. Okay, there's another question is, I think this person maybe think that he or she will win already So they say that after installation, can I remove the floor? So the floor can definitely be removed, but one of the things is we would discourage that because the glue that we use to stick the whole epoxy pebble surface onto your tile is very strong. So if we were to actually remove the pebble, it may actually damage slightly to the tile. So if let's say, for instance, if you all do have it in mind, like example, what if I win this, but I do not know how does the product look like? What you all can do is you all can actually visit us in our showroom. Then you all can actually have a feel, then before you all enroll. But anyway, what I can think of is you all just enroll first. win ready, then if you all feel that this one may not be suitable for your house, then what you all can do is you all can nominate your elderly parents or your friends who actually you feel that they may benefit from this product. There's also another question is, why cap at 888 participants? So initially I thought that this initiative will go viral. Then we only have 2 admin staff to help support the whole operations in the company for now. So initially I was worried that, wow, what happened if 5,000 participants come in? Then we get overwhelmed. Even if the admin staff were to everyday tag, right, she also book out or not enough time to tag everybody. So that's the reason why we kept it at 888. But of course, I think I heard from other people who learned about this initiative, they say that actually Instagram also have other live draw functions. So these are things we are definitely exploring. So this is the first draw. I hope that y'all will not be too critical towards us. So from that, we will definitely improve, and y'all can look forward to the other draws lah. So for fairness, what do we do? So I think this is one of the questions that was posted by internal staff. So what are we doing to ensure fairness? So ultimately, I think we heard of different type of draws out there available. When I spoke to my wife about this draw, she actually mentioned that there are some companies where they offer draws usually to the top influencer. But to me, I don't believe in the influencer logic. So what we are trying to do now is to promote to the masses, to every Singaporeans out there or anybody who owns a house in Singapore. So to ensure fairness, right, first one is we will only limit one person to have one entry. Yeah. So for those who actually make multiple posts, right, for now we will screen them out and we will highlight to them. But if they actually choose not to listen, then we will disqualify them lah. Another reason is also, personally for me lah, as guys, I like to play games ma. So I like to create multiple accounts and then to submit. So if, for instance, for this one, right, even if you were to create multiple accounts, what we will do to vet is that we would check the date that the account was created. So let's say, for instance, you are the winner, right? Then we also will see when was this account created. If the account is created less than a year, right, this kind of accounts also will be disqualified. Okay. Are there any other questions from public? Okay, so one of the question is, my condo is bigger size than this, can I join? So this one is, you will definitely be able to join, and if you actually do win it, then it's an option for you to see whether you would like to do any add-ons or not. Add-on as in to top up the difference in size. So you can think of it as maybe 10 square feet is about $100. So if, anyway, condo, the biggest that I've seen is about maybe 65. So that's about maybe additional $200. But if you decide that you don't want to top up any amount, then you can just nominate somebody else to do the installation. Okay, so if I were to win, is the installation date fixed by you? So the installation date, I think that would be a discussion between the winner and us. I think it's also unfair, like if I were to see my available slot and I said, okay, you need to do it on that day, but you have to work. So I think this would be definitely a mutual discussion between the winner and us. Okay, I think that's about all for now. Okay, so I think for now, I think most of the questions I already came up with. So if there are no other questions, then we would proceed to end off this session. But if you all do have any other pressing questions, what you all can do is to leave it in the comment section, and then we will either reply it to you via our website or to the comments on Facebook on the comment section. So thank you for joining us today for our first live stream. Honestly, today is my first time doing live in my whole entire life. So actually, I'm really very nervous. Yep. And lastly, also, I think a few other things that are maybe promotional. If you all like to see the installation, how does it look like, right? You all can actually go to our Instagram. So that's Porousway, Porousway SG. Yeah, so it's Porousway SG to actually have a look of what are the products we have and how does the epoxy pebble looks in the toilet. Alternatively, you can also visit us at our showroom. So actually our showroom, right, is actually quite near to Tai Seng. I mean, depends on how fast you walk. I walk quite slow, so maybe it's about 15 to 20 minutes. But for people who walk very fast, then that's about 10 minutes. Yeah. So that is from Tai Seng, Circle Line lah. Then you all can come down to our showroom to have a look and a feel then you're enrolled. Actually, I feel honestly is if I'm you, I will not even need to come down. I will just enroll first. If I win ready, then I come and see. Then if I don't want, then what? Then if I win ready, I also can nominate my relative. Okay. But just remember also for showroom visits, right? You have to make an appointment. So you all can contact us via the mobile number 8825-8000. So why need to have appointment is because we only have 2 staff throughout this period. So sometimes they also need to go eat. So I also scared that when you come, then they go eat. So to avoid this, then it's best to actually book an appointment. If not, if there are no other questions, then I think I will end off for now. And good luck to everybody who enrolls. Thank you.